So we are in the middle of the ball python breeding season, and I wanted to show you how I incubate and check on my eggs. So I actually built this cooler. It's an incubator out of a beverage cooler, and I keep all my eggs in there. Right now we have 5 clutches of ball pythons, and I'll show you kind of my daily routine, how I check the boxes. Let me pull one out here. So I like actually to label the boxes, the date they were laid, the date they get hatched, and the cross. So this is a pastel pinstripe crossed with a scaleless head. And as you can see, I have 5 beautiful eggs, and the way I set them up is I use perlite on the bottom and add water till it's about 1,300 grams before I put the eggs in. And then I put this, you can actually cut these out of window grates, but I ordered these on eBay straight from China that fit perfectly in here. All I had to do was cut little notches in the corners. And then I had some dimple early on, so I started adding the sphagnum moss, and it works really good. It keeps the humidity just about perfect. And then what I do is I fold paper towels, put them over the edges just to give it a little bit of breather room and to absorb a little moisture. Now when I'm going through the box, I'll kind of check to make sure there's no moisture on the top, and I'll just kind of pull these tight, and that's it. And I'll kind of go through the eggs that I have here. These were actually laid on the 1st, and so they're a couple weeks in. I'm surprised how well they're doing after a couple weeks. I had some that dimpled right away. I think the humidity was a little bit too low early in the season, but these eggs are doing really well. So this is actually the other 5 eggs from that same pairing. It was a 10-egg clutch. It's pretty amazing. Here's another clutch. This is a pastel pinstripe with a coral glow. And as you can see, the older they get, they kind of shrink up a little bit, kind of dry out. And these should hatch on the 9th of May, so we're looking at about 3 weeks before those hatch. Here's another egg box. We can just kind of go through these. So these are the ones that dimpled a little bit too much, I think, at the beginning, and then I kind of added the moss at the last minute and tried to puff them back up, but it didn't really help. It seems like once they get set, and these paper towels are a little bit wet. If they're wet, I'll actually replace them and put some new paper towels in there. And I just like to fold it twice and pop it in there, make sure they're taut. Do it again on the other side. There's a lot of different ways people do their egg boxes, and this is just the way that works best for me. Here's my latest clutch. I was actually just laid yesterday, and even this one seems like it's more dimpled than the other ones. I think maybe it's the position in the incubator. Now this is interesting. It's a little slug egg. I thought maybe I'd throw it in there to see if anything will happen. These are usually just infertile eggs, and I don't normally put them in, but I thought I almost saw one little tiny vein in there. So I had a thought, well, maybe, I don't know. It's worth the chance to see if it'll actually develop, but I doubt very much it will. And here's another clutch that was laid early on. And I'm not sure about this egg on the left here. It's just completely dimpled down. I don't know if that's going to hatch or not. I actually don't think it will. And these are almost a little too moist on those too. And this is our last box of eggs here. I think we're expecting at least double this amount. So we'll see how the year progresses. It's doing pretty good. No moisture on the top. So that's it for the egg boxes, and then what I like to do kind of to go around at the end is I get this condensation in my incubator that's, let me see if I can fix this tripod here. So this condensation along the top, I just like to wipe it down, and then I get a little bit of condensation on the bottom. And I probably should have put my heat controller on the outside, but so far it's doing well. And I just kind of wipe up around the glass, and that's it. Thanks for watching.